So welcome back. I never really, when I start these podcasts, I never really like introduce myself. I don't really say, um, like the title of this podcast. I honestly don't even have a title right now. I thought of some names. Um, the first one was Corrupt Minds. I thought that was kind of like edgy, kind of cool, kind of different. But I don't know. It didn't really. I don't know if that really like edgy. Like I don't know if that really vibes with the feel of this podcast. I feel like this podcast is very lighthearted and fun and just I'm gonna try to think of a podcast name, um, right now. Like as throughout this podcast, see if anything comes up, but as of now, maybe it'll be in the title once I upload this and think of one. Uh, but yeah, so let's just get started into the topics I have for today. First would be prom. So prom was yesterday and I didn't go. Not because I feel some sort of negative way about prom. Um, like I'm not anti prom. I'm not like ew prom. Like I'm gonna throw my own anti prom and I'm like better than all of that. Not the case at all. I think I would have gone to prom if. Okay, first of all, prom is expensive. Tickets are around $40. Then you have to buy a dress. Um, and then you have to pay money to go out to eat. It's a lot. It's asking for a lot for a jobless high schooler. Like, why is it so expensive? No one's looking out for the poor kids of society, you know? Like in this economy, like I cannot afford that. And I feel like I feel like I don't know. I'm just very intuitive with things and I just feel like I wouldn't have had a good time. Being that I don't know, guys. Like, I was watching. Well, I've talked to some people who did go, and they all said it was lame. I saw some Snapchat stories of like what went down during the party, like of prom. Like, it just looked like a lot of awkward standing. And like I could just feel the awkwardness just watching the story. You know what I mean? Um, yeah. So and like just I could just feel because I'm an empath. You know, I can really sense the energies in a room, and it affects me. Like when I walk into a room and there's bad energy, it'll affect my mood, my state of mind, that sort of thing. But yeah, I feel like with the right friend group, prom you can prom what am I saying? With the right friend group, and this goes for all events really. I'm sure it would have been great. It's about the people you surround yourself with, and I don't know. It would have been fun to like get dressed up and look cute, but just didn't really hit that mark. So no, I will not have any prom stories to tell my kids. In fact, I don't really plan on having kids unless I'm very financially stable. Otherwise, I couldn't do that to myself. I couldn't do that to the child. I don't know. Let's not talk about this right now. Touchy topics. Also, I don't think I would. While we're on this whole thing about future kids, money, I don't think I could have a wedding. I think weddings are expensive. I don't know. Like, I'm fine with signing the papers, getting registered to be married to someone. Like, I think that's cool and all. I don't know about a party. It'd be cute, but nah. Okay. Next topic, I guess, would be self-care. What do you do for self-care? Self-care is very important to me. It should be very important to you. The stuff I do, like when I'm in a very stressful area in life, if I'm feeling very down, it's really important for me to distract my mind. And I do that by cleaning. The state of my room, it really does represent how I feel on the inside. So if I'm feeling very like sad or depressed or stressed out, my room will be an absolute pigsty, and that affects me even more. Like, I cannot stand a messy room. I mean, it happens to all of us. Obviously, we're human. I'm not like a clean freak, like this has to go there. But I like it to be relatively clean, okay, or like tidy. Otherwise, my day is ruined. That same goes with like myself, like me being clean. Like, I need to shower like once a day. My hair can't be greasy. If it's just like the littlest bit of greasy, my day is ruined. So yeah, things being clean and tidy, it really calms me. If I'm having the worst day and I clean my room, or if I take a shower, that like it takes away some of that stress in a way. And it really just calms me. I like to make sure my nails are always kept. That's another way of self-care. Another thing I do for self-care. Washing your face daily, twice a day. That is so I do not know how some guys they just don't wash their face. They just let all that dirt sit in the crevices and craters of their face, and it's something I cannot fathom. But remember to do self-care, practice self-care. Have good hygiene. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say on this topic, so we're moving on to a a very highly requested topic by my Hold on, my dog just walked in. The next topic would be my fandom experiences. So, I've been a part of quite a few fandoms in my my lifespan of almost 18 years now. The earliest would be I was probably around 9 years old, maybe even younger, maybe 7, and I was the biggest Selena Gomez fan. I was all about Team Disney over Team Nickelodeon, all the way. Yes, so I loved Selena Gomez. She was my life, you know. I would literally, I had a laptop and I would make Selena Gomez or like Disney Channel star edits on YouTube, and they're still up. If you look up Selena Gomez Love or like Selena Gomez Lover, like Lover spelled like Luvver, you can find some of my crappy edits. I thought I was so good at the time. Like, I always think I'm like the best. I'm so pretentious. It's gross, but I'd say I am just very confident in stuff that I do, even though the things that I do aren't necessarily the best. I'm just very confident in that way. Like I just don't care what people think. For some part. So yeah, I'll link some below if you're interested, but yeah, I literally dedicated my life to her. I found this one website one time where they were giving out like free Selena Gomez autographs if you just gave them your address. And it was so sketch. I gave him my address and I was so excited, like I didn't even think that I could like end up being tracked down or killed or kidnapped because I gave this random site my address. It was the most sketch thing ever. Oh my god. I was so naive, but you know what? I got my Selena Gomez autograph. I do not know if it's real to this day, but I told everyone. I brought it to show and tell. It was probably like 3rd grade, maybe 4th grade. I brought it to show and tell one time for my class, and it was 3rd grade, and I showed it under the freaking almost screen, and people were like, oh my god, you met Selena Gomez? Oh, you got her autograph? Like, how is she? Is she nice? And I was like, I got it off this website, and they sent it to me, and yeah, no one, I don't think anyone really believed that it was real, but, you know, getting that autographed, it was such a high moment in my life. I was so happy, guys. And I still have it. It's somewhere in my closet. And just, yeah. And also, just like a side note, when I am interested in something, like whether that be an artist or a TV show, I go all in, and not as much as I used to anymore now that I'm older, but when I was younger, I would get so, or what's the word? I was so dedicated to these people that I looked up to. You know, I treated them like it was my God, my religion. And I know I was annoying about it. I would if I love something, I'm gonna talk about it and everyone's gonna know. Um, and yeah, it's pretty annoying. I know. I'm not like that anymore. At least I don't try to be. I'm kind of pretty chilling. I like with who I support. It's not that big of a deal to me anymore. I still, um, I don't know. Okay. So yeah, Selena Gomez, loved her, don't really care about her anymore. I moved, kind of had a K-pop phase. It wasn't really a phase. I just gen, just I. Well, here's the thing. I was probably still in like fourth grade, early middle school, and my older sister, she was into watching K dramas and she would listen to K pop. But the thing is, she would always play these K pop songs, and they would get stuck in my head, and I would like them. But she would never let me know who they were by or what the titles were. Like, she was so possessive in that way. It was annoying. She would literally, all the illegally downloaded music she had on her computer that was K-pop, she would change the titles. She would change the titles and the artist name, so I wouldn't know. Ugh. Anyways, so yeah, I knew about like Girls' Generation, SHINee, all these old groups, Big Bang. I knew some of their songs. I was like 9. I learned some of Girls' Generation's dances. Genie, I learned that dance. I wasn't too obsessed though. Like, it was like a cute little moment for me as a child. Nothing too crazy though. And then that kind of shifted when One Direction. One Direction are holy spirits, are gods, my religion. Yes, of course, One Direction. How could I forget them? They like owned my life for a good like 5 years. Honestly, yeah, everyone knew I loved One Direction. I was the 1D girl, and it was so bad. My first like stan, it's like not even stan Twitter, but like stan Instagram. I was on stan Instagram. Back then I was maybe like 11 or 12. One Direction was a thing for 2 years. And my first username, I remember, it was carrots for Lou. Number 4. Carrots for Lou. Carrots for Louie, actually. And it was also Little Nando Nile. Oh my god. I cannot believe I was a Louie. Louie girl. Ew, I hate saying that. I can't believe Louie was my favorite. Honestly, I wish I favored Zayn a little more. I don't know, like thinking back on it, I don't know if it was just like me liking Louis. Was it just like a pity thing? Cause I'm not gonna get into that. Cause he was like the least popular. Ooh, T. Yeah. Ooh, I'm getting flashbacks. Oh my god. I went through it all with One Direction, like the whole history from the beginning. I was there year 2, baby. Year 2 to like when they like stopped making music, even after Zayn left. Oh my god, I still remember vividly. I came home and I saw the Facebook post that Zayn left, and I was eating chicken wings literally on my bed. I was eating chicken wings and I was crying. Yeah, that was a crazy 5 years of my life. At the beginning when I first seen them, I was like insane. Like if any other girl at school liked One Direction, I had to like test them to see if they were a quote unquote carrot or like fake fan or like directionator. Oh my god, it was so cringe. I ended up seeing them live, and it was after Zayn left, but I remember that I was 16, maybe 15 actually, and it was the On the Road Again tour, and I cried so hard. Ew. Like, I recorded everything, and I was literally, watching back the videos, I was literally gagging, like gagging, crying, like, oh my god. Disgusting. I wish I had went to their Take Me Home tour, but I'm really trying to I was a Larry. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, I wasn't that hardcore though. Like, as time went on, it was one of those things where I was like, okay, Larry's are low-key delulu, like delusional. But it was like, I didn't want to say anything because I knew they were gonna kill me if I didn't agree. It was so bad. So bad. But yeah, eventually I did move on to Stan Twitter. I left Stan Instagram. And I don't really remember much from those days. I just followed One Direction through, watched the whole 7 hours of 1D Day, which was I think that's enough talking about One Direction. I stopped caring for them. Well, they'll always be in my heart. But I kind of stopped caring for them. Obviously, when they stopped making music, it was just that kind of thing. I was kind of drifting away anyways. That's when I really began to go back more into K-pop. It was like 2016, 2017. So when I started to get back into K-pop, I didn't want to, I don't know. I didn't want to stand like the most popular groups. I guess it's sort of that thing. It's not really a hipster thing. It's that kind of thing where it's like, if it's like your own little thing like that not many people know about, it feels more personal to you, you know? I like things to feel more personal. It feels more genuine. I don't know. So I stand 17 at first, like really stand them. But eventually that drifted away. Like, I drifted away from them and I ended up standing EXO. And I hate the word stan because I don't follow through with the word stan anymore. I hate stan Twitter. I support these artists. I remember that one YouTube channel, I think his name, he does the unpopular opinions. He was talking about how he doesn't stan artists. He supports them, and because stan Twitter is toxic. It's just annoying and not for me. So I don't go on stan Twitter. I don't do stan Twitter, but I support these artists still. So yeah, EXO had my whole run through with them during Monster era. I stand. But in more recent times, I don't really follow through with them. Never been to a K-pop concert. like trying to think of other. I'm like trying to think of what to say next, but I have to pee so bad. That's like the only thing on my mind right now. But yeah, as of right now, I'm not really a part of any fandom particularly. I can tell you some of my interests right now. I feel like that's up in my whole life really. My interests have really jumped around. I loved making edits when I was younger. I would be on the laptop for hours. Obviously, that my Selena Gomez edits. So yeah, video editing. Although I haven't really been doing much with video editing right now, I've always loved doing that. It's always been very fun for me. It was like such a big hobby for me when I was just like 7. I like editing, like just in general, like editing pictures to make it your own. I think that's really like a dope concept. I'm a big fan of individuality and being your own person, and expressing yourself in a way that really shows that. I think that's really cool. So that's what I try to do. That's what I try to express my individuality through my hobbies. So yes, editing stuff, graphic design, guys. Am I right? Really into fashion. That is such a big factor of my individuality. Music, dance. I wish I was a better dancer. I wish I took dance classes growing up. Really into tarot readings. I'm a big believer into all of that. Spirituality, that type of stuff. And this is something that I've always sort of been interested in, poetry, but I never really wrote my own until recently. I've done poetry. I've written my own poetry for like classes, like briefly, and I've always been like weirdly super engaged doing so and analyzing poems. I took a English class earlier this year, and I really enjoyed analyzing poems, and it's taken me until now to really realize that I have a passion for poetry and writing in that sense. So yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna end today's little podcast. Podcast sounds so pretentious. This is just me. I don't know. I'm gonna go now. Hopefully my lips didn't smack a lot, because I do not want to edit those out again. Like, that took forever. It was so tedious. But goodbye, folks. Have a good day.